views. I mean, I differ from. I don't know. I'm still open to the bodily flesh resurrection because it seems like there's obviously like reasons to go with that concept, but to me, it's like I'm not I'm not sold on it being my human body that I'm in now. Like, you know what I mean? And that's where I differ on a lot of people because a lot of people think it's like no matter what, going to be your same body. So you're going to look the same. And yes, it's going to be a spiritual body and it's going to be perfected, but you're still going to have the exact same like height and face. And like, I don't see that like being advocated. Like, I see a body or a physical, like a tangible physical presence, but I don't like, for instance, I'll give you some of my reasons. Like, what age is everybody going to be resurrected at? Like, Abraham was, 90 when God called him. He lived to like 128. Is Abraham going to be 128 when he's resurrected? Or is he going to be like 25 years? Because when you ask people what age they'll be, like most people are going to say, well, yeah, of course, you're not going to be the old, decrepit version of yourself. You're going to go back to like the healthy version. But then when you like put an age on it, they never say like, well, you're going to be 12 or 14. They always say like,
How old will you be in the resurrection? Well, if you died in the Middle Ages and you go to heaven when you die, and you count years from Earth, on Earth, you would be whatever age you were born if you go from the calendar year you were born on Earth until the calendar year when you're resurrected, because that's where the resurrection happens. I don't believe that you're alive. It just depends on how you orient your clock. Okay? If you only count age as time lived, then you would just count whatever year it is according to a reference point, being Earth, likely because you were born on Earth and you will be resurrected on Earth. That makes sense. So whatever you were born till whatever year it is when the resurrection happens, that's how old you are. Okay, well, what if you believe like me that you're not alive when you're dead? I know it's crazy, but I don't think dead people are alive because I don't agree with the snake. So then you would only count the years you were living. So whatever year you died, from the year you were born to the year you died is how old you will be when you're resurrected, because it's how many years you've been alive. So age is a word relative to what you mean by age. Age should likely be how long you've been alive. How long have you been a being, a living being? Now, regarding what age will you be when you are resurrected, you'll be the age you are when you're resurrected. How many years you've been alive. The thing where people get confused is you age as you age, we even say as we age, right? As we get older, our body deteriorates. But that's relative to like conditions. So you grow, we're designed to grow, and we don't even know if everybody's grown the same rate. We know people don't today, right? Grow, you go through puberty, you become an adult, and then you stop growing and you start having more deteriorative effects to your body, but you stop growing taller. You may get fatter. So what do people mean when they're like, you'll be resurrected as 23? Well, it won't be you when you were 23 years of being alive, because then you'll have forgotten all the things you experienced. You'll be the age you are, which is how long you've been alive. Abraham will be the age he was when he died. That's how old he'll be. What kind of body will he have? I would presume, now none of this is necessarily scriptural, but it's just logical. What condition will your body be in when you're resurrected is the more particularly correct question to ask, to unfog the confusion there. I would think you'll be the fully developed you, that is, you've stopped growing, but you're completely healthy. And that's different for different people. So it's more like, what comparative age and the body we had at a certain age will we have when our resurrection? What will our body be like? At what point in our aging will our body be resurrected? And I would say probably somewhere after you've stopped growing to your full height, and only without any physical deterioration, whatever age that is. And by the way, that's not any different age, because you'll be as old as you are, how long you have lived. You'll have a body more like one at a particular age wherever you stopped growing, I would guess. I would think that's logical. There's no need to grow. I mean, we're not going to be resurrected babies and then restart, not have any memories. You'll be the age you were with all the memories in a body that is not deteriorated and not still developing, presumably. So that's where the confusion is. How old was Adam on day one? He was 1 day old. On 2 days, he was 2 days old. Does that mean he was a fetus on day one, or a zygote, or one cell, dividing cell on day one? No. That's the norm. Now, he was likely a full-grown adult that could procreate, that wasn't still growing. Perhaps he was still growing. Who knows? But he was 1 day old, though, on day one. That's why it's called day one, or day 6 of the creation week. So Adam was as many days old as he was, had days he lived. That's how old he was. So age is not necessarily a particular, it's correlated, obviously, but that's what details we do have, that will immortal bodies, right? Although the tree of life still seems to be necessary, or at least the concept. So you still need God's provision. So you could say there's still aging in heaven, or the eternal estate, I mean, the new heavens and the new earth. But yeah, age is just how long you've lived. Conditions vary for different people and different conditions. You're going to have different effects on the body. So I think we just got to think about age as being a measure of time alive, and a body being a corollary to conditions. That's my answer. Hope you enjoyed it.